So this is the same thing. I can stay in motion.
Yeah.
But I've got to be able to do a shot out occasionally to get you throwing them.
As I was saying, like, once again, if I'm going forward, completely closed, doing the rotating defenses, going spine, roof block, bait, moving, and moving around it, people just create a bubble and they just pushes them back. They go, there's nothing to go for.
Yeah.
Even your hands, the tips forward, not letting us in. But in the same proof, if I just reach, I get sniped because I planted and like I did it too stationary and bang. But if I just keep it slowly going, every single person's going, it feels so much like you've just got openings everywhere. Yeah, it just makes people rotate you. But once again, even as I do this, getting ready as you go to get my head off the line and then coming back around, seeing what I can do. If I went straight for that, I'd die. I have to control a bit more.
But I still, amongst that, I can't just sit here baiting.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, keep the feet and the sword moving and the head moving.
Yeah, but I have to threaten you a bit with the odd strike. Otherwise, you're just going to walk in.
And that's right. Even if you just do like little ones like that, you don't even fully reaching for it. Yeah. It's just going past, and you could fall and go, but you're not extending your arms. You're almost T-Rex, just doing this, which means you've got time to move and spine, and because it's T-Rex, you can bring it up fast.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm trying to bait a bit more by keeping my head above the fence, and then when you do go for it, dropping below the fence, and then seeing what I can do with it.
Because I think the time you said you didn't feel in danger, I think I was doing a lot of movement out here, but I was never coming through, like you were saying, these small shots near your face. So if I'm just doing this and around here, you're standing there going, well,
you're baiting, but a lot of time it's not in the right range because you're not going for any offense.
Well,
so you're hoping I'll step and go for it. But yeah, you're right. And once again, the biggest bait opening looks like when we've reached, because it's got the biggest gap behind the weapon. But even when we're here and it's down, it's still a smaller gap than if I went for you.
Definitely.
So I'm like, no, that's it. Keep it moving, stay in motion.
Keep it moving, bring it around.
Still defensively keep it a little closed at the beginning, just to make sure that I actually am moving my head off the line, bringing my spines to my shoulders properly. Once I feel like I've covered the defense a few times, then I'll start baiting more and add more of that slow circular. Occasionally just step in.
Yeah.
That's what I just then. I was just like, I'm just gonna step and roll.
See what happens.
Oops, nice, good duck. You moved under the fence really casual. I keep slipping and sliding on the mud back there.
A little bit on the hands.
Yeah, this feels good.
Yeah. So that's what was missing the other day.
Nice.
Keep coming.
That's good, you follow it. That's it, you can just follow it.
Yeah, and you feel safe.
That was nice. You followed the retraction, but even as you did, you're getting your head off the line. You're getting it safely.
And you're not good.
And you're not expanding. You still got T-Rex and you're just moving with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. You're getting your head below the fence really well, timing-wise. You've got it above as bait, and you're getting like almost the perfect timing and just stepping. And I'm just missing you, and I'm committing myself, which is making me in danger.
It's because I'm doing these shots.
Yeah.
Before I wasn't doing those.
As I say, it's the bait setups. Because you're going, I could extend, but it's really me just going, look, there's a hole.
Yeah.
And then I go for it, and it sets up a whole trigger of counters that you set up, led, and timed. You've got the timing more than me.
My shots are allowing me to stay around the middle more.
Yeah.
Whereas when I was just baiting here, I always had to get out to here.
Yeah.
But now this is in motion even near you.
Yeah.
But it's not the same as just sitting here holding it back.
We're more extended, but not fully extended. We're not fully back. It's like half-half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that other time I used to fight, I'd try to keep in motion here.
Yeah.
That kept you back.
Yeah.
And it was just a waste. Like
and then people start going for the hands.
Yeah.
Because they realize the head's not an option anymore. But if your hands are always there,
if
doing
I'm just
this,
doing
and they
that.
go, okay.
Yeah.
And they're just going to keep doing annoying shit like that.
Well, that's what Hunter did and took out my heads.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they're there, I deserve it.
You can then go from this, and if they go for the hands, come over and do stuff, but then they can maybe go slash and stab and bag stab.
I actually still felt a long way away.
Yeah.
Because I'd had to back off and try to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I still just
your hands aren't a target because they're moving.
Yeah.
Or if they are, they're moving out of the way then the next beat because they're not going back to the same spot constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, man. It's feeling good.
Yeah, this seems to be doing all right.
That's good. That was passive.
Yeah. Yep. Just got me a bit on the shoulder.
Yeah, I think you got the roof block up a bit more in time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I did the circular and then stepped on the low part, and you did the straight, which is what I wanted. I got that. And then I was going, can I just do this?
Right.
But as you pulled the roof block up, it flared that into the shoulder.
Oh, okay,
it covered your head with this part.
Yeah.
So then instead of it going into the head, it flared and hit that.
Right, okay.
So I'm like, it's just interesting.
Yeah.
You know what, actually? Do that same thing. If you pivot your right leg back.
It was more of a...
like if you pivot your right leg that way, I think, that would almost bounce over.
I just wasn't in motion enough.
Yeah.
I could feel it. Like I didn't start right then.
But you brought it up like well, because I was behind your weapon.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got here.
Yeah.
And was like, oh, I can just go neck or head. And I missed your head and neck completely and nicked your shoulder a little.
Yeah.
But even then, like if you had to, you could always slide your hand up and just go into one hand and like circular stuff.
I felt like I did.
Krabi Krabong.
I did 2 of the 3 right.
Yeah.
And you did 3 of the 3 right.
Oh yeah.
That's how it felt.
Yeah. But it's still not looking bad.
No, I just got to start right.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
It's all good. I think I pointed it back too far. Step back. Ooh, I was stepping in and I realised you're behind it. I'm like, oh fuck, I should not have stepped there. Yeah. Once again, it's that same. You've gone for it. I've gone here, but you've taken a step backwards.
Yeah, I got out.
So I'm like getting behind, but you're feeling it and seeing it, and you're moving with it well.
I have time to do it.
Yeah.
I can see.
It's because you're already stepping and you're already shifting your weight with your head movement.
But it only works because I already did those probing shots.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be
you're not even favouring one side with your feet.
I'm trying to make sure I go that way.
Yeah.
Because that's the least.
Yeah. There is a favourite side on the katana because you got less flexibility than the single-handed weapons.
Yeah.
But you're doing it well that you're not just doing one side, you are mixing it up.
Yeah. But it seems to be ticking off all the boxes of you feel threatened, we're still baiting, there's openings, but not too long.
That's it. And even if something happens and then we reset, we just go back to it. So even if we go bang, bang, we're tight, and then we both go, all right, back to opening again, back to the flow, back to stepping. Tight, something happens and it speeds up. We're not just staying that speed and staying closed. Like we're willing to slow it back down and reopen to bring back the baits. Because you realise that whoever baits more is probably going to win more.
Yeah.
So
we are getting to 4, 5 and 6 where we weren't before.
Well, that's what we were saying to the other boys, that if you just go your max speed, it's annoying for a couple of shots, but then we realise what your max speed is, adjust our timing, and now we don't have to think about timing because it's always the same. If you did 3 slower speeds but varied it between the 3, that's more annoying than just max speed all the time. Right, but you're good at your changing speeds and varying it. It's really nice. Hell yeah.
Feels okay.
funny, the slower I go, the better I feel baiting.
But I don't want to.
And at any point, you can just slide, you can just speed it up again.
Yeah.
You go here and then go punch, and like, so interesting. But then once again, you've just gone slide, and it just counters it. Now I'm in trouble because I committed. Like, it doesn't matter how much I speed up if you're just ready and you're like, oh, I see the angle, I see it's there, and I'm like, I'm gonna just move my head this way. And even if you go under, you're like, all right, fine. Like,
I just feel like as long as I can read it, which that slower speed I can.
Yeah, you can see it. I can
the
tell.
more wild it gets, the more crazy. If I join in that, I don't know where it is.
Yeah, if you just stay calm and try to just keep it tight and do subtle movements, whoever's lashing out crazy usually puts their hands through it or gets decapitated or impaled themselves. They usually walk into your blade, like swinging wildly. Theirs will pass over and they'll just walk in and go, whoa, what happened, mate?
But if you join in and go as fast,
then it could be an equal clash and you both die.
Yeah, it's all reflexes.
Someone gets impaled while the other one gets decapitated simultaneously, and you're going, great. Like, no, it's just trying to stay calm, but not freezing or lashing out. It took a long time to get people to flinch inward, like come back, as opposed to expand. Everyone expands when they're flinching, but if you can contract on your flinch, it's so much safer, bringing your defense back. Oh, nice head movement. Yeah, sorry.
I got over that.
You got a good, you did like almost like a salok.
Yeah.
Like scooped it, and then you're behind it, like,
But
and you're already
I couldn't get another step, and I could only use this end to block the next one.
Yeah, I think as you came up, I'd like come back and reset it a little.
I just couldn't get control of it.
No, fair. But you did the right thing and you followed. Yeah. Which once again, if you didn't do the feet, you don't have as much chance. But because you're following with the feet and you're testing, you're not trying to force it. You're willing to bail if it doesn't feel right. Oh, sorry.
I was thinking come in.
I was like, I'm going to do that, but then I felt your pressure and you put a little bit of downward pressure.
Yeah.
So I slid back and then was
but
like,
I thought you were coming up and over.
Yeah, fair.
And I'm trying to drive in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I put my head down and moved in. That's why you quickly...
You're almost under it again.
Yeah.
It's like, I've pulled back and released it.
Yeah, and I've gone like that.
But then that's here, but you're almost half still.
Yeah, I need to
once again, if you bring that to your shoulder a bit more.
Yeah.
Because then that, maybe I'd clip that a little, but more likely I'm going to bounce over that and go, oh, I'm screwed.
So I probably was...
Even if I came backwards, you're just going to clamp me.
Yeah.
And I'm going,
So maybe I should have got it closer to my body.
I think you're pulling it to your center line too much.
Right.
I think you've got to pull it to your shoulder and your shoulder a bit more.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't matter whether it's like, if you go for me here and it's like a block, I'm literally, my hand is in front of my shoulder. Right. I think you keep going slightly, like, not center line, but halfway between your shoulder.
I think I'm about here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so I'm like, as that happens, I'm either going here like that, and then same on the other side, I'm bringing my hand all the way to my shoulder. Yeah. I think you're still getting slightly off the center line, but not all the way across.
Okay.
So if I go here, see,
I need to get
even there, bring that up more. Yeah, see the hands a bit higher. Yeah. And same on the other side. You don't have to turn the katana. You can use the spine on this side. Yeah. So if, and once again, if you bring it a little higher, yeah, exactly. I'm not going to get you.
Yeah.
I'm going.
It makes it easier to get under too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm about here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, instead of you having to bring it, instead of you having to bring your hands as high, I feel like I'm getting under. Yeah. So it's both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll practice that.
Pleasure, man. Thank you so much.